Imagine waking up every morning feeling like you're running on empty, like the weight of expectations, endless meetings, mediocre pitches, and constant noise is crushing the very spark that led you here. The burn to create real impact is smothered not because you lack talent, insight, or ambition, but because what you truly need is missing. True connection, powerful alignment, and a battlefield that matches your fire. It's brutal out there. The world tells you, be free, be bold, but it traps you in rules, committees, and rituals that steal your edge. Every day, you're pushed to fit into a mold that wasn't made for someone destined to shatter molds. Feel that frustration burning in your chest? That constant clash between what you want and what the system allows? You aren't alone. The old game is over, and the new one hasn't even been fully birthed yet. Venture partners, those rare individuals walking the razor's edge between investor, leader, and architect of progress, know this pain better than most. You're the ones who see what others miss. You hold the map for tomorrow but feel stranded in today's maze. The cold truth: the world has no clear place for you to thrive on your terms. No true network that fuels the rare genius you carry. It isolates you. It dilutes your impact. But what if the key to breaking free wasn't about working harder, chasing more deals, climbing faster, or even being the loudest voice in the room? What if the hidden secret to unlocking exponential growth, influence, and fulfillment was hiding right in plain sight, inside the role you're already playing but haven't fully embraced yet? Welcome to the idea that being a venture partner could be the ultimate growth hack, not just for startups or portfolios, but for your mind, your network, your entire life. This isn't about titles or status. It's about how you choose to show up in a world starving for those few who refuse to settle or conform. Venture partners are uniquely positioned between the frontline founders and the distant capital providers. That balance gives you a rare vantage point to see patterns, to move swiftly, to innovate quietly but powerfully. Yet, many get stuck playing operational catch-up, juggling opportunistic deals, drowning in noise, and forgetting the fundamental truth. Your true power isn't just in capital, it's in the connection, the insight, and the ability to build a web of real influence that multiplies. Here's the brutal reality. The ecosystem is clogged with noise, hype, and surface-level connections. Too many are chasing the same deals, the same metrics, the same recognition. Meanwhile, the deep growth, the kind that changes trajectories and breaks boundaries, happens when venture partners transcend their conventional place. When you move beyond transactional relationships, beyond simple advisory roles, and become architects of radical networks and alignment. This is the secret sauce few talk about. You see, every venture partner has within them the potential to do more than just manage portfolios or syndicate risks. There is a latent power to become a node of fusion, a place where uncommon talent, big ideas, and unshakable integrity collide and spark new paradigms. And that power grows explosively when you build and curate connections not for status, but for transformation. When you become selective about who you link with, not from fear of missing out, but from the conviction to amplify the rare few who burn as brightly as you do. Think about the frustration of watching brilliant founders fail, not because of their product, but because they lack access to aligned partners who truly get their vision beyond mere profit margins. Think about the pain of seeing so much wasted potential buried in meetings that feel like box-checking exercises rather than strategic alliances. What if you flipped the script? What if being a venture partner meant intentionally becoming the linchpin that unlocks those hidden connections? The conduit through which the misunderstood become understood, the radical become realized, and the future is shaped? This mindset doesn't crash when the market dips. It doesn't shatter when others hesitate. It thrives because it is rooted in reality rejection, the courage to dismiss false comforts and shallow norms, and embrace a more fierce vision of what's possible. Being a venture partner is about owning sovereignty. Your will is your weapon. Not in a superficial sense, but in the way you hold yourself accountable to serve as much as you lead. It's about sharpening your critical eye, questioning not just the business, but why the business matters, who benefits, and how power flows. Imagine weaving an autonomous network where the rare meet, the ones done waiting, done with the fake handshake deals, done with the polished surface but hollow core conversations. This is about community, but not the kind that breeds conformity. This is about a movement that honors difference, that doesn't want everybody to think the same, but invites the wild, the uncommon, the misunderstood, and binds them with synergy so potent that no obstacle stands a chance. In this role, every day becomes a chance to transform reality, to rewrite not just the next pitch deck, but the entire narrative of what true impact means. It means finding those few founders with guts, clarity, and vision who are too brutal for the usual system, but just what the future needs. It means investing not to chase quick wins, but to build legacies. It means learning where patience isn't passive waiting, but strategic power. Eternity favors the long game, and you, as a venture partner, hold a key unlike any other. The world is still chained by its illusions of freedom. It tells you success is about quantity, more deals, more co-investors, more followers. But you know deep down that power is not in numbers, but in essence. The essence of the few who burn clean, clear, and unbroken. What feels like isolation now can become an epicenter of transformation. But it requires ruthless selection. Align only with those who question everything, who won't settle for less than becoming unstoppable. It requires the courage to unlearn everything that made you comfortable and to rebuild from that ashes a new identity, one where you are sovereign, critical, transformative. You won't find this path advertised in glossy newsletters or trendy podcasts. It is carved by those who walk it every day, building networks so deeply intertwined that they create unstoppable feedback loops of innovation and power. You have the chance to be a magnet for the remarkable, the founders who burn too hot to play nice, the investors who reject the superficial, and the leaders who refuse to be boxed in by yesterday's thinking. With every connection, every shared insight, every deal structured not for short-term gain, but for systemic shift, you become a catalyst, not just for money, but for meaning. So ask yourself, are you ready to stop playing a part in the old story? To transcend the scripted roles, the temporary wins, the chains disguised as freedom? Are you ready to become the ultimate growth hack for yourself and your ecosystem by transforming the venture partner role from a middle ground to a dynamo of change? Because that is not just a possibility. It is an imperative for those who feel that quiet tension inside, the fire that says, "This can't be all there is." Embrace the discomfort because it signals growth. Lean into the rare and the rugged because that's where real power lives. Make your network not a collection of contacts, but a living organism driven by aligned brilliance. Be selective. Most people will not understand this. Only those who dare will survive and thrive. Your mission is greater than deals. It's about breaking the very system that limits you and building something natively designed for the exceptional. Every second you hesitate is a second lost to the noise and the mediocre. But every second you choose to step into this role, fully, powerfully, and unapologetically, is a second earned back for your vision, your freedom, your legacy. The ultimate growth hack isn't a shortcut. It's a deep transformation of how you connect, how you see value, and how you impact the world as a venture partner. It unlocks your greatest power, not in spite of the chaos, but because you become the chaos that reshapes everything. It's time to stop swimming against currents built to drown you. It's time to build your own river, wild, untamed, unstoppable. Be the one who doesn't just invest in the future, but becomes its fiercest architect. The world waits impatiently for those few who dare to be more than noise. Will you be one of them? The answer will echo long after this moment, so choose wisely, because the fire that burns inside you is your greatest weapon. Use it.